What's interesting about being an architect is that essentially we have the means and the skills to make sure that our world, our physical world, our cities and buildings fit with the way we want to live. I think we can make them taller. I'm one of the sort of big advocates of the material world. Things tend to be forgotten inside the computer, and they tend to sort of disappear into cyberspace. And when you get it out in print, you really see things that you might miss on the screen. So you won't just see people sitting on clean desks, like working on the computer. You'll always see everything that is happening in the team right now, mounted on the walls. In the first 2 months of a project, you have maybe 100 different design ideas that are all competing to be the one that becomes the idea. So in that process, it's a very sort of violent and messy process where you constantly discard some models, you pursue other models, you mate maybe 2 very different models and they have like mutant offspring, and then gradually the design idea evolves. Once you've sort of nailed the main concept, the big sort of design challenge is actually to retain that sort of that main idea, while a lot of sort of unforeseen incidents start influencing the project.
It's almost turned into be our kind of design philosophy to try to basically embrace all the resistance that we get and meet, and actually try to say yes, we're gonna keep low to your side, and yes, we're gonna not shadow for your building, and yes, we're gonna create some nice public spaces for the city here, and yes, we're also gonna make it sustainable and make it cheap for the developer. We try to regard actually the looks of a building more as a byproduct of the things we're trying to achieve with what in terms of what the building can do.
We're just completing the construction of the 8 house, which is an insanely complex mixed use, almost like a small city within a building here in Copenhagen.
Instead of chopping the block up in sections like this and having some office, some housing and so on, we decided to layer all the different functions and kind of intertwine them in this big figure 8.
All of society, you have all these constantly evolving immaterial structures. You have the social structure, how people behave. You have the economical structures, the sort of exchange of goods and so on. You have the political structures, the cultural structures. All these structures are constantly evolving and constantly changing, but you can't see them because they're not there as in physical form. So whenever you do a building or an urban plan, you'll end up sort of drawing the contours of these structures. And if you're lucky, you'll actually get almost like a portrait of the way the world looks right now.